If there were ever an anime with no shortage of epic moments, it surely has to be DBZ. Now, I'm not including Dragon Ball GT or Super because for these past few weeks, I've kind of relapsed and went back into my DBZ bag, and even though all of these moments have been highlighted by thousands of channels over these last 1,000 years, I still want to give my list of what I believe are the most epic moments this iconic anime has ever given us. Like and subscribe, and let's ride.
I'm going to enjoy this.
For years, this fight fell into the underrated category of fight, but a lot of people went back and we all realized how epic this truly was. Piccolo and Android 17 went at it. I think this could easily be considered Piccolo's best fight in Z. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, and also mention which Piccolo fight you would rank higher than this battle. Ultimately, the fight didn't finish the way we would have wanted it to finish, but the Namekian put Android 17 through hell. Next up we have Trunks vs Frieza and King Cold. One of the biggest reasons why I love this so much is because it is the most logical fight in the entire series. Trunks came in, assessed the threat, and then proceeded to end Frieza's career just like that. I like to call this one of the greatest flexes in anime history.
Not bad. My son was evil, but not I. I wanted nothing but peace. I meant you no harm. I swear it. I just the truth. No!
What?
After we finally got to witness Gohan ascend to this new level of power, we saw him just start to flex on Cell like no other character could. Then after a few rounds, Cell started to realize that he was at a major disadvantage, and then he proceeded to release a Kamehameha wave with the magnitude of wiping out everyone on the planet. Everyone starts to panic, even Goku, but Gohan just stays calm, and then he delivers his own Kamehameha wave in the most nonchalant way ever and overpowers Cell's massive attack like it was nothing. I know my guy also fumbled the bag in this same fight and Goku had to step up, but this is truly the best version of Gohan we ever got.
What have you done?
Vegeta's sacrifice may have been in vain, but it is easily in my top 3 favorite Vegeta moments of all time. For someone as prideful and as selfish as Vegeta to finally open himself up and go out there and not only fight for himself but for his family was something unprecedented. Sometimes I think if the Buu saga ended there, I wouldn't even have been mad. Over the years, there have been multiple characters who have threatened to blow up planet Earth, but Kid Buu would be the first character to ever do so. You know what makes this so wild is simply because it only took a few moments after Buu transformed back into his original form to just snap and do something crazy like this. There was no hesitation. The first blast by Buu was deflected, and after that bro just said, fuck that, and powered up an attack so powerful neither Goku nor Vegeta could stop it. But that's not even the end of it. After he blew up the planet, he reformed and then proceeded to destroy every other planet in his vicinity. This man then proceeded to pull up in the other world and fight people he already killed. Krillin and Yamcha was this close to dying again by the hands of Buu. This is easily the most unhinged villain in the entire franchise. I have noticed that a lot of people consider Goku and Vegeta's fight during the Buu saga the better of their two battles, but I would have to wholeheartedly disagree. That battle, although very epic, just doesn't reach the level of their first encounter. Maybe Goku and Vegeta fighting in their Super Saiyan forms has some influence over their decisions, because I have noticed people always tend to go for power, but I just cannot bring myself to do that. Just everything about the first battle was amazing. Goku being the lower class warrior in Vegeta's eyes and him going beyond his limits in a class of power that could have destroyed the planet. The stakes just felt higher. Not saying that there were no stakes in their second battle, but the danger for the destruction of the planet just felt more imminent, and that just enhanced the entire ordeal more.
I've got to take it further! No! Goku! So! Once again you have taken for granted the powers of a true Saiyan warrior!
To this day, I believe if Cell would have taken this attack at point blank range, there would have been no Cell games. I could of course 100% be wrong, but this was just so epic that I want to believe Vegeta could have finished off Cell with this attack. I also feel the only other big attack during the entire saga that is better is that final exchange between Cell and Gohan, and I haven't forgotten about that incredible instant transmission Kamea Goku did against Cell. For creativity, I put it at number 1. For the epicness, I will have to say that is number 3. But now back to this attack. I get goosebumps every time I see Vegeta charging up the attack, the environment shaking around them, Trunks screaming at his father that this attack is too dangerous and the planet will be destroyed, and then that piano theme of Vegeta starts playing, and then he unleashes the final flash.
Trunks, let's go! Final flash! What's this? Is to go even further beyond!
I know the majority of the population is obsessed with Goku's first transformation against Frieza, and I truly believe it is the more iconic transformation out of the two, but just in terms of pure hype, I have to pick Super Saiyan 3 over Super Saiyan 1. This entire moment could be bottled down to Goku just screaming for about 5 minutes, but everything about this scene is great. From the music in the background, Goku screaming as he pulls out the depths of his powers, to the entire planet shaking because of the amount of power being generated by Goku. I also have to give big respects to the voice actor. Over the last 10 years, I've gone back to watch Super Saiyan 3 over 100 times, and I'm not exaggerating, and I've probably gone back to see Super Saiyan 1 only a handful of times. Gohan vs Cell is definitely in my top 3 favorite fights of the entire Dragon Ball series. This is evident because when I started rewatching Dragon Ball about a week or so ago, I skipped the entire first half of the series and went straight for the Cell Android saga because I just couldn't wait to see that final power struggle between Gohan and Cell. One of the main reasons why I love this so much is because the series gave us a different hero. I'm not saying that I was tired of Goku, but it was just cool to see Gohan finally delve into his hidden powers, which were revealed very early on in the series, and get the job done.
Vegeta! Now's your chance!
And now we have the final entry to this video, and we have Goku defeating Kid Buu. Sometimes I struggle to pick a favorite saga between the Android Cell saga or the Buu saga, but I must say both have highly satisfying endings. However, I'm gonna say this entire ordeal with Buu turned out to be the most epic. The power struggle here was just on another level. Every time they thought they had a solution to Buu, a newer and stronger version would show his face. This fight came to a point where it truly looked hopeless until Vegeta's genius came into play and he requested a spirit bomb. It was also a struggle to get the power needed for the spirit bomb to get to the level where it needed to be, but when it was finally there, even Buu feared the spirit bomb, but he still wouldn't be defeated so easily. However, Goku would ultimately get his strength back after a final wish to Porunga and he would finish off Buu. But anyway, that is it for this video. I know there's a lot of other moments that could have been mentioned. If this video gets a decent amount of views, I will make a part 2, but only a part 2. Like and subscribe for more viewers, as you will only be slightly disappointed.
Goku! Kakarot! Father! Goku! Do it!